Hello. Um, this is my impressions of Logitech Superlight 2 Pro X2. I got it from Amazon from the warehouse deals thing. Cause I don't know, I wanted to save a few bucks, and there weren't any big. Yeah, it was all right, very good. It was like the quality, I guess, was very good, and there's no like scratches or anything. The box was like wasn't too beat up or anything. It's just a box, normal box. However, it didn't come with mouse grip tape because it was like already on the mouse. The previous owner put it on and I guess returned it for some reason, one or another. I actually just took it off, was trying it without it. I do prefer it without it, but I guess it kind of sucked that it didn't really come with grip tape, I guess, or it came pre-assembled. But it's whatever. Um, So, why did I get this mouse? I never really got into this whole G Pro wireless shape or anything like that because it never really interested me. But like if I was gonna like watch games from the Overwatch League or something, every pro is like using this mouse. Or I'm like on Liquipedia, everyone's using the Superlight, and like I always like the look of it, but I kind of fell into like the hype of, or not really the hype, but more of the suggestion of going as small as you can. And that's how I always rolled. Like I went for this small starlight shape for my old mouse, but and I was kind of always um, put off of like larger mice. I guess I had a Death Adder, which is considered large, but I didn't think. And when people said the Superlight or like the G Pro Wireless shape is large, I kind of thought of like the Death Adder, I guess. But the Death Adder being ergo definitely adds to it. Like the width of the Death Adder is, I guess, it was too large for me, especially towards the back end, where I was gripping the mouse towards the back end. It didn't really fit me, so I was kind of always scared of this larger shapes. This isn't like, actually, honestly, the Superlight doesn't really feel large in the hand. I guess in comparison, it's like it is larger, but it's not like the idea of a larger thing could be. And I was always trying to get the smallest and the lightest, but honestly, after switching to this, it's a really nice shape, and I don't really regret my purchase at all, to be honest. These subtle comfort curves around the sides, it's very interesting and very nice. The texture is fine. The shape is pretty safe. You get two pucks, pretty awesome. I've been just trying to test out the pucks. The feet do kind of suck. Like you can hear them. You can hear the friction compared to like some like dot skates or whatever. Like you hear the friction much more on these, but at least whatever. There's always gonna be, you can't like win them all. And I always liked the button shape of them. It was like this. I like this sort of kind of dull, full thing compared to like something like this. I think it just really looks nice and like plain. This and like X2, for example, I really like that look, and like the subtle button curves. Fine, very nice. The sensor though, I did originally had trouble against on the Serapad Kin, which I recently got. It's a hard pad, my first hard pad, I guess. The Serapad Kin. I did have some sensor issues, but you had to go into the software and disable something. It was, which is kind of unfortunate, but I think there's some like firmware issue, and it's new, I think, so it's whatever. It's whatever. Let me see what this. It's like gaming surface mode. Something to do. It just wasn't tracking properly in game. Battery life is expected. It's pretty nice. The 2000 polling rate works, but like I could care less about it. It doesn't really matter for me. Would I get a regular Superlight instead? rather than this. Maybe depends on like how much money you have. But like I kind of like it came out and I did wait for it. I thought like, were they gonna put it on sale for Black Friday? But they didn't. This is 59 grams with the puck with the skate puck, PTFE puck, and the other one would have been like a little 3-4 grams more heavy. This one just came out and like I might as well buy the new one rather than I could have saved like maybe $100 though if I bought I like a refurbished or old used regular super light, but I might as well get the new one and not have to like upgrade in the future. And USB-C is nice, so I could like plug in the other. I guess it doesn't really matter because I was gonna say that like I could if I wanted to switch out to a different wireless mic I could like use the same cable, but like it doesn't really like this doesn't use a USB-C to charge, so it doesn't matter. And like this is just a USB-A adapter, and I could plug another wireless adapter here. Anyway, it's pretty nice. I don't think the side buttons people talk about not being good, and I guess they're not good. I prefer like my Zowie S2's buttons, but I don't bind the buttons to anything, to be honest. And I don't really typically use the buttons when I'm on browser or in games. And I so it doesn't really affect me. I don't really need to. I used to use my side buttons in like League of Legends for my summoner spells, but that's rather unconventional, and I don't play League anymore. And there's not much keybinds in Overwatch. Other than that, I like, honestly, the puck giving you options is not my cup of tea, but I like it. I mean, it's a good implementation of like a wireless dongle holder. I don't see why somebody would, like if you're storing this mouse away, it's nice to have the dongle with the mouse compared to like something like this where you can't because it's from, it's just some 3D thing. But my experience has been great. I do understand why so many people use it. It's just completely safe and it's nice, and it feels nice when I claw it compared to like something like this when I my hands are like too far up because my hands are too big for it, and I have to and I try to fingertip, I guess. But I think I'm more my natural grip is just a claw grip with my palm touching the back. Maybe I would have preferred something with a more like ZA style shape where the hump is towards the back, but I've never honestly tried that, and I can't really say. That's really it. Thank you for watching. Bye bye.